Now I'm going to show you guys how to actually lower the carrier, put your spare tire on there, and load it back up. If you already have a spare tire on there and you're trying to figure out how the heck do I get this thing off, just imagine that there's a tire on the car right now. So the first thing we'll need to do is dig our toolbox or tool bag out of the side panel in the back of the truck. Once we do that, we'll unravel it. And then you'll find tools. Now, your tools may not look like mine because I am the second owner of this truck. And, you know, it's probably stuff missing or stuff added. I don't know. But the most important things you'll need is this piece here. This piece here. And the star of the show is this hook. So you're going to put these three pieces together. You start with the hook, and you take this other piece, a straight piece with the screw in it. You stick it in. You can't mess it up. It's a square. Fit the square in the square. We learned that in preschool. Unscrew the screw a little bit so it can get in there. There we go. Tighten it up best you can. If you have pliers in there like these, you can use this to tighten it up, but it's really not all that necessary. You'll just be using this to spin around. And then you're going to take this piece here, and you're going to put it on here with the actual handle pointing away, not toward it. So you're going to put it in there like that, screw this down, tighten up, and now we're ready for work. So let me briefly demonstrate how this is going to work. You're going to insert this hook end through the hole in the bumper of the truck. And I'm going to show you what that is and where that is in a minute. But what you're trying to do is aim to get the hook inside this crevice, and you want to turn it left. Lefty-loosey will lower the carrier. And then right will raise it. So let's go ahead and practice on the truck. So we have the hole right here underneath the the tailgate. And if you look through there, you want to also be careful not to scratch up your bumper. And we're just turning. Like so. That's it. All right, so I have it wound down all the way now, and I gave myself a little bit of slack so that we can move this thing through the tire. Now it's time to go get the tire. All right, so now that we have the tire on the ground, you want to make sure that the face side of the rim is facing up. You want to do that for multiple reasons. First of all, protection of the cosmetic appearance of the wheel. If it's facing down as you're driving, rocks are going to pop up and chip it, and you could, scrape over something, it's going to damage it. If it's face up, it'll be less surface down there to get damaged. The other reason is the carrier can't hold the tire in place properly, because when you have it reversed, there's nothing for it to, I wish I would have showed you this before I put the tire on, but it won't sit flush against there and the tire won't truly be secure. This could be what happened with the previous owner. He had it on wrong and it fell off and snatched off or something. So you want to make sure this is face up and the carrier will sit nice and flush in there. And I'm about to show you how that works now. So we're going to slide this and get it into position. We're going to take this piece and we're going to stick it through the long way. And then when we pull it up, you'll notice that there are two clips in there that go flush around the inside, and it holds the wheel in place perfectly. I'm going to actually start cranking it up, and as it gets snug, I'll give you a closer look. Slide it into place right underneath. And I'm going to go ahead and crank it up a bit. And then as it raises, I'm going to guide it into place. moved over a little bit. That pad there. All right, I think that's it. Let's see. Nope, that's not right. Let me show you why. Okay, so you have to be very careful because as you can see, that tab seemed to line up perfectly, but when we look on this side, it didn't line up well at all, and it's actually too snug to really fit or move into place, so I'm going to have to loosen this up a bit. So I've loosened it up just about 2 turns so I can show you how it should sit. It should sit. There we are, just like that. So you see that? That hook goes through one of the lug nut holes. That tab is aligned, and so is that tab. So that's how you want to have it. That is full protection right there. So let's go ahead and hold it like this, and we're going to crank it up. All right, so now that we got it in place, tab through the lug nut hole, tab right against the inner circle, other tab lined up as well. We can go ahead and wheel it up. And there you have it. Nicely in place. Let's take a look underneath so you can see what it looks like from the back side. This is how it should look. Nice and flush. All right? Now, keep in mind, you don't want to over tighten this. This is not a bolt. All right? You don't want that cord to have too much tension because it could pop. As soon as you start to feel resistance, stop. It's good enough. This thing isn't going anywhere, and that's how you handle a spare tire on a 100 series truck. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.